Good day, learners. Now we are going to have operations with radicals. In this lesson, we are going to have the addition and subtraction of radicals. Lesson objective: add and subtract radicals. So when is a radical expression in its simplest form? Radical expression is in its simplest form if the index of the radical is greater than any exponents in the radicand. Second, the radicand is free of fraction or decimal. And lastly, there are no radical in the denominator. Is it like radicals or not? Square root of 2 and square root of 2. Are they like radicals or not? They are like radicals. Next, cube root of 3 and 3 cube root of 4. Like radicals or not? Yes, they are not like radicals. Number 3, fourth root of 5 and cube root of 5. Yes, it is not like radicals. 4, square root of xy and cube root of xy. Again, it is not like radicals. And lastly, we have 2 cube root of 2x and 3x cube root of 2x. Are they like radicals or not? Yes, they are like radicals. Take note that similar radicals or like radicals are expressions with the same index and radicands. Therefore, square root of 2, 3 square root of 2, and negative 4 square root of 2 are similar radicals. The similar radicals or unlike radicals are expressions with different indices or different radicands. For example, we have square root of 5 and cube root of 5. They are the similar radicals because they have different indices. While cube root of 4x and cube root of 2x have different radicands. Now let us go to addition and subtraction of radicals. Take note that similar radicals can be combined by addition and subtraction. So we have steps in combining radicals. First step, you add or subtract their coefficients and copy their common radical. Examples. Simplify the following. 5 square root of 2 plus 4 square root of 2 minus 6 square root of 2. And second, we have 9 square root of 5 minus 2 square root of 5 minus 4 square root of 3 minus 3 square root of 3. So for number 1, we need to combine their coefficients. So the coefficients are 5, 4, and negative 6. So therefore, we have 5 plus 4 is 9, minus 6 is 3. So therefore, we have 3 and copy the common radical. So therefore, we have 3 square root of 2. Since we have two pairs of similar radicals, we need to group them together, group the similar radicals, and combine. So therefore, we have 9 square root of 5 minus 2 square root of 5. Group them together because they are the pairs of similar radicals. And we have negative 4 square root of 3 minus the square root of 3. Group again together to determine to simplify the expression. So therefore, we have quantity 9 minus 2 square root of 5 plus quantity negative 4 minus 1 square root of 3. So this will give us 7 square root of 5 plus negative 5 square root of 3. Simplifying further, therefore, we have 7 square root of 5 minus 5 square root of 3. Number 3. Square root of 32 plus square root of 128 minus the square root of 18 plus square root of 50. At a first glance, we may say that the expression has no similar radicals. However, we need to simplify first the radicands in order for us to combine the radical expressions. So, square root of 32 plus square root of 128 minus the square root of 18 plus the square root of 50 would give us square root of 16 times 2. Square root of 32 will become square root of 16 times 2 plus square root of 128 would be rewritten as the square root of 64 times 2 minus the square root of 18, which is equal to square root of 9 times 2 plus the square root of 50, which could be written as the square root of 25 times 2. So therefore, we have square root of 32 will be equivalent to 4 square root of 2 plus square root of 128 would now give us 8 square root of 2 minus the square root of 18, which is equivalent to minus 3 square root of 2 plus the square root of 50, which is simplified as 5 square root of 2. Therefore, the radical expressions are all similar radicals. Therefore, we can combine their coefficient. So, 4 plus 8 is 12, minus 3 is 9, plus 5, so we have 14, and copy the common radical. So, therefore, we have 14 square root of 2. Next, we have 3 square root of 4x minus the square root of 9x plus 5 square root of 27 minus the square root of x. So again, we need to simplify each radical expression before we can combine. So 3 square root of 4x would give us 3 times 2 square root of x minus square root of 9x, which is equal to minus 3 square root of x plus 5 square root of 27 would now become 5 times 3 square root of 3 and minus the square root of x, which is the only expression which is in its simplified form. So therefore, simplifying further, we have 3 times 2, so we have 6 square root of x minus 3 square root of x plus 5 times 3, so we have positive 15 square root of 3 minus the square root of x. So we are now going to combine the similar radicals, 6 square root of x minus 3 square root of x minus the square root of x. While the third term, positive 15 square root of 3, will just be copied down. So therefore, we have 6 minus 3 is 3 minus the coefficient of square root of x is 1. So we have 3 minus 1, we have 2 square root of x plus 15 square root of 3. Remember that in adding and subtracting radicals, only like radicals may be added or subtracted. Like radicals have the same indices and same radicands. And simplifying radicals is necessary before you add or subtract radicals. So, next we have 8 square root of 2 minus 7 square root of 2. We have square root of 2. Next, we have 4 square root of a minus the square root of a. We have 3 square root of a. Number 5, we have negative 7 square root of 2 plus 2 square root of 2. We have negative 5 square root of 2. And last, we have 5 fifth root of 5 minus 10 fifth root of 5 plus 15 fifth root of 5. We have 10 fifth root of 5. Let us have another set. We have 7 square root of 27 minus 2 square root of 12 minus 3 square root of 75. So we need to simplify first the expression. So therefore, we have 7 square root of 27 is equal to 7 times 3 square root of 3, while negative 2 square root of 12 would become negative 2 times 2 square root of 3, and minus 3 square root of 75 would become negative 3 times 5 square root of 3. So simplifying further, we have 21 square root of 3 minus 4 square root of 3 minus 15 square root of 3, giving us negative 16 square root of 3. Next, we have 3 square root of 20 minus the square root of 45 plus 1/4 square root of 80. So again, we are going to simplify the radical expression. So therefore, we have 3 square root of 20. This would become 3 times 2 square root of 5 minus square root of 45, so that is minus 3 square root of 5 plus 1/4 square root of 80, so therefore we have 1/4 times 4 square root of 5. So multiplying the coefficients and copy the common. So next, by simplifying further, we have 6 square root of 5 minus 3 square root of 5 plus square root of 5. So therefore, we have 4 square root of 5. Next, we have 5 square root of 98 plus the square root of 75 minus the square root of 48. So we have 5 times 7 square root of 2 plus 5 square root of 3 minus 4 square root of 3. So therefore, we have 35 square root of 2 plus the square root of 3. We cannot combine 35 square root of 2 and square root of 3 since they are unlike radicals. And finally, we have 4 square root of 81 plus 4 square root of 32 minus 4 square root of 2. We need to simplify first the expressions before we can combine them. So therefore, we have 4 times the square root of 81, which is 9, plus 4 times the square root of 32, which is 4 square root of 2, minus 4 square root of 2. So, simplifying further, we have 4 times 9 is 36, plus 4 times 4 is 16, square root of 2, minus 4 square root of 2. 36 is a whole number, not combine it to the radical expressions. So therefore, we are just going to copy down 36 and combine 16 square root of 2 and negative 4 square root of 2. So therefore, we have 36 plus 12 square root of 2. Did you get the answers correctly in the activity? If yes, that is great. But if not, you can rewatch this video to better understand the lesson. That's all for today. Thank you and God bless.